Hi, this is the equipment that general acupuncturists and TCM practitioners would use on their patients. These are pretty average standard things that you would find in the office. These are your blue serins. These are a thicker gauge. These are really good for releasing muscles. Let me take one out of the package. All needles are prepackaged, sterilized, used once. That's it. So that's the width. This is actually a thick Japanese needle, which is funny because it's like, can you even really see it? And they're really flexible. See? And they're hair thin. And that's if you have thin hair. So that's pretty much what a needle, your average needle, looks like, especially in New York City. So unlike the little Japanese needle, this is a big Chinese needle. So this is obviously a very long needle. I have it outside the guide tube. It's pretty thin. You know, it's very flexible, but this is the type of needle that you would use for sciatic pain because you want to get deep into the muscle, you know. These are not used very often. I don't think people should be completely freaked out thinking like this is your average acupuncture needle. No. So what you see before you are a couple of the things that we use besides acupuncture needles in a traditional Chinese medicine practice. This is a box of Japanese moxa. It's called rice grain moxa. Rice grain moxa is called rice grain moxa because it looks and is about the size of a rice grain. What we do with this is we put, say, a little dab of burn ointment directly on the skin of the area that we want to use. Then we stick the moxa to it, standing up like so. If we had someone here, I could demonstrate. But you stand it up like that, and then you burn it with some incense to light it, and then you let it burn down, and then you put it out. You do feel a very kind of sharp sensation. It almost feels like a needle down. These can leave marks. It's a very Japanese technique. It works really well. This is an example of pole moxa. So this is indirect moxa. This is really what traditional Chinese practitioners use. You light the end and it smolders. It's made out of mugwort. It's excellent for pain. It's often used in the treatment of infertility. It's also good for arthritis. And you pretty much just hold it over the area that you'd want to work on. And you can do, this is a much more tonifying way of treating, but if you can also do a pecking, that would be moving stagnation and also dispersing. These are the cups that we apply to, usually to the back. You definitely use it on a fleshy area. You would never use cups on someone's face. You would never use cups on bony prominences. I would never use cups really on anyone's chest. I doubt I would do the abdomen as well, just because it would be really painful. I think it feels really good because it's almost like a massage. It pulls the muscle back and helps release a lot of tension. You do get bruises with cups as well, but only if there is stagnation in the area or heat and quote-unquote toxins in the area that you're using it. Otherwise, you can apply the cups and you won't get a bruise. These are an example of gua sha tools. They're traditionally made out of horn. You can buy synthetic gua sha tools now. Some people really have to use horn because there's a medicinal property in the horn as well. When I do facial work, I use traditional horn. Gua sha is really good to get rid of facial wrinkles, especially forehead. So you break up the tissue with the gua sha. Gua sha can also be used for cellulite treatments. You know, a lot of people are like, acupuncture can treat that. Chinese medicine can. It's all about how you apply it. This is like a gua sha comb, and this is a gua sha horn. These would be more for body work. So you use gua sha for mostly pain and injuries. You comb it across the skin. You always put an ointment on. You can use Tiger Balm, you can just use straight oil, whatever greasy liniment you want, and you slide it across the skin like this. If you do this over an area of injury or pain, you will get a bruise coming up, and it can be anywhere from like a strawberry color to a purple black, depending upon the age of the bruise.